It was late October when Claire Evans, a travel blogger from London, checked into an old countryside inn in northern France. The inn had charm, stone walls, vintage furniture, a fireplace crackling in the lobby. But locals had warned her, never stay in room 6. The owner smiled politely when handing Claire her key. Strange things happen in that room, he said, but I suppose you don't believe in stories. At first, everything seemed normal. The room smelled faintly of lavender. A grandfather clock ticked quietly in the corner. But by nightfall, things changed. The clock hands spun wildly, though the clock made no sound. The mirror fogged over, even though the air was cold, and carved faintly into the desk were the words, "Help me." When Claire tried to leave, the door refused to open. No matter how hard she pulled, it felt as if someone on the other side was holding it shut. Panicked, she searched the room. Beneath a loose floorboard, Claire uncovered a yellowed photograph. A young man in the same room, dated 1967. On the back was scrawled, "They erased me." Moments later, the lights flickered, and Claire saw the man, standing in the mirror, staring back at her. His lips moved, but no sound came out. Claire finally realized this wasn't just a ghost. It was a man whose existence had been erased. She found an old trunk in the wardrobe. Inside were letters, newspaper clippings, and official documents, all blacked out with ink. It was clear. Someone had gone to great lengths to wipe this man's life from history. Suddenly, a violent wind whipped through the room. The clock struck midnight, the mirror shattered, and Claire heard a desperate whisper, "Write my name. Only then will I be free." Trembling, Claire grabbed her notebook and copied the name from the photo, Julian Monroe. The moment the ink dried, the room grew still. The door swung open on its own. A warm light filled the room, and for a brief second, Claire felt someone gently place a hand on her shoulder in gratitude. The next morning, the innkeeper was stunned. "No one has spoken that name in 50 years, he said softly. Claire left the inn not only with a story for her blog, but with the feeling she had just given a forgotten soul his place in the world again.